Hey friends, welcome back to Astrology Today. This is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share some astrology with you. Today is Tuesday, March 28th, 2023. Tuesday is ruled by the planet Mars, and so is the sign of Aries, which is where the Sun is transiting right now. It's where Chiron is transiting. Jupiter and Mercury conjunct today. So a lot of things happening in the sign of Aries now. We're probably all feeling those vibes of springtime, sense of initiative, wanting to get up and out and moving in the world, wanting to get started on our projects, maybe those resolutions we made back in January, right? This is the time to actually be getting started on them in an active way. So, Mars made a move into Cancer this weekend on Saturday. It's been in Gemini for 7 months. We went through that long Mars retrograde and then we came back out of it. Now here we are in Cancer, and it feels like a new start because Cancer takes initiative in an emotional way. But Mars in Cancer, not its strongest position, okay? Because Mars likes to move directly forward and Cancer kind of moves to the side. It's an indirect approach, right? So we're intent on success. We are able to make good starts on things. But again, we're a little bit indirect. We can be more moody, emotional, defensive, and, likely to change our minds about, on what we're trying to do according to how we're feeling at the time. So just keep that in mind in terms of your own sense of assertiveness. It's going to be affected by this cardinal water sort of energy through the 21st of May. So we're really going to still be hoping for a more direct approach or like sort of a green light to make a more direct approach to the things that we love and desire. But, a sideways approach, if you have to circle around to things, that works okay too. It just takes a little longer, which Mars is not very patient about. Mars also made a quincunx with Pluto this Saturday. And so, this is an adjustment energy. It asks us to notice where an adjustment has to be made in our own behavior so that we can get along okay under this energy, right? So we really have this strong desire to pursue our goals at this time, to go after what it is that we want for ourselves. Yet the more we assert ourselves, the more aggressive or competitive we act, the more resistance we are likely to encounter. So it's important to focus your efforts on one thing at a time, to use your willpower. And again, remember, our assertiveness is just sort of moving sideways at this time. There's it's like the grocery cart with one wheel that is not working right. So it always lists off to the side, right? So just understand that there's going to be some resistance, and there's also going to be some need for an indirect approach to the things that we're trying to do. We're going to have to be really focused on what we're trying to do in order to do it, okay? On Sunday and Monday, on Sunday, Mercury made a conjunct here with Chiron. This is how quickly Mercury moves. Mercury was conjunct with Chiron there. And, some words might have come up. We might have said some things we didn't mean, or said some things that we did mean. There could have been words to hurt. There could have been words that heal. It was a chance for us to listen to our own wounds. So I'm interested to know if anything came up for any of you yesterday or the day before yesterday on Sunday in terms of, the language people use with one another. And then this says Monday, and then it says the 28th, although it's Tuesday that is the 28th, because I thought this was on Monday, but Mercury is conjunct to Jupiter today. And that happens early this morning at like 1:50 a.m. And this is just like a 24-hour really good fortune, good vibe kind of thing. So Mercury is about your thoughts, plans, and communications. It's about how you go about your daily business. And Jupiter is about expansion, good fortune, growth, higher education, getting to travel, that kind of stuff. So, be looking for some good news to come in today. Be delighted by the happy thoughts that you have. Allow yourself to laugh a little bit. Allow yourself to feel the silliness, and in feeling the silliness, notice how, it expands your perspective. And I would also ask you to notice if there was anything that you dreamt, because Mercury has an outer vision, an outward vision, but it draws on our inner vision. So You know, this came about to full strength at 1:50 this morning, Central Standard Time, of course, friends. But you know, if you were asleep at that time, you might have had some good information come through in your dream, or some happy thought or idea. So I'd be interested to know about that. Okay, and then this morning at 9:32, this morning between 8 and 10, the moon is going to be conjunct to Mars here, right there. And they are both at this time trying to Saturn. They're actually having a lot of conversations right now. They're both square to the sun. They're both square to Neptune. They're both quincunx to Pluto, and they're both trine to Saturn. So, you know, whatever Mars is doing, the moon is doing right now, which is interesting because we've got, you know, a Mars-ruled sun right now. The moon is ruled by the moon. The moon is ruled by the moon right now. It's the moon in Cancer, and that's Cancer is Moon's house of rulership. So you know, we're very much in our elements at this time, emotionally, the cool waters, the calm waters, where on the outside it's a sense of initiative and ambition and drive. So that's, you know, that should be a very good vibe. The sun goes square to the moon today at 9:32, and I know I just backed myself up, but I'm just going to go ahead. The sun goes square to the moon today at 9:32. And, you know, this is a time to be springing into action. We have by now set some intentions, made some plans, made some goals for ourselves. And since we've made the plans, we're going to go ahead and act on them starting today for the next week so that we can complete some goals. We have something to look back on when we reach that full moon in Libra, and we can appreciate what it is that we managed to get started, and also what we managed to accomplish, right? So the moon and Mars are conjunct today, and they are both trine to Saturn. This is really the strength of the moon's trine to Saturn. The strength of Mars's trine to Saturn comes up on Thursday, but they're here together, and moon conjunct Mars just, you know, gives us a lot more initiative from the heart. You know, it's bringing this emotional heat, this warmth, this joy that comes with a sense of purpose, this enthusiasm, right, to our efforts to make real our ideals and fantasies, okay? Because Saturn is here in Neptune now. So Neptune is the dream world. It's the fantasy land. It's sort of like where everything just sort of, you know, there's this dissolution, like everything sort of spreads out and becomes fuzzy and mingles together, right? And Saturn is about creating structure, about taking what is ephemeral and turning it into what is a concrete, stable reality. So this is the time for the next couple of years, actually, for us to be really trying to create in reality what our ideal circumstances are for ourselves. And this is a time today of great initiative to get started on some things that might carry us through the next few years in our journey to make real what it is that we have fantasized for ourselves. Coming up on Wednesday, we'll have that full moon in Libra in the middle of the night, 11:34 p.m. If you're in Central Standard Time or near that, it'll be a nice full moon right out there at night, and that'll be great. Also, though, coming up on Thursday, Mars reaches its full strength in the trine with Saturn. We'll talk about that. And Venus goes conjunct to Uranus that day. I've heard this called the luckiest day in the world. It's a really intense energy that surrounds our friendships, our love, the things that we desire, the things we want to get, and, you know, some sort of exciting new perspectives, exciting new opportunities coming in. To sort of refresh and renew our sense of value around love and around money and around the people and things we like, love, and can't get enough of. So, yes, that is the astrology for today. Thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will be back here again soon to discuss Mars trine Saturn and Venus conjunct Uranus with you one more time.